Bought it in November, my new Portage in Maine. It's a 3444. I've been burning it since November. We're now February, the end of February. Great, reliable stove. I had a Heatmaster before this, MF7000. I had purchased, it was a year old. Before that one, I had a Homesteader. My Homesteader was 20 years old. Good, reliable old stove. Switched it to an MF7000. Was told by my local rep that, my wood consumption would be 60% less with this new Homesteader Heatmaster. Worked out that it was way more wood consumption than my old Homesteader. I was heating the same area. Contacted Heatmaster, got a bunch of runaround, I guess, no problems fixed. The problem they figured was my pipes in my ground. In saying that, that Heatmaster always had water boiling over. Just, you name it, there was lots of issues. Talked to a few customers that had this Portage in Maine 3444. Got the same response from both of the customers that their wood consumption, they were both using around the same wood consumption, yet two guys that were, a couple hours apart from each other. So anyways, been burning this since November. My wood consumption has dropped immensely. It's nice to know that I can stoke this thing every 12 hours and don't have to worry about it. Again, and now I'm heating double the space I was heating with that old Heatmaster with this 3444, so it's been a bulletproof stove, and it's just been a good add-on to my farmyard here. I would highly recommend this stove to anybody. Super easy to clean, super low maintenance, and it does what it says it does. One of the features I like about this Portage in Maine is this double door system. It's got a really, really nice fit and finish to it when it's closed up. You don't have this door exposed to the outer air. You got an insulated door covering the main stove door. Loading it, super simple to load. One thing I found about this Portage in Maine is that you don't get that backdraft and the flames shooting out of the door when you open it. This one here, you never get it. Anytime you open this door, everything, all the smoke and everything's pushed out the stack. You don't get that big burst of flames coming through the door. Again, this was filled at 6 o'clock this morning, and now it's 6 o'clock in the evening, and it's still, I can go leave this now, and it's minus 17 here today, and I'll be good till I go to bed tonight at 10:30, 11 o'clock before I have to re-put wood in it. It's just, that my Heatmaster, it was every 4 to 6 hours I was stoking that stove, and it just got to be work to always be on it and always make sure that there was wood in there or there was somebody around to put wood in the stove. So this has been a really, really nice feature on this stove. Just the wood consumption is just phenomenal. So when you open this door, it's got a really nice feature on it. I always leave it cracked like that for 5-10 seconds. And then open it. And you're not getting a bunch of smoke in your face or a bunch of flames in your face. It's a really, really good design. Everything is super easy to clean, super easy to get at. I run a chimney sweep through it, right from front to back, and it's a 5 or 10 minute job. I do it once a week, loyally, and it's very, very low maintenance. So a really nice feature on this stove is this clean out on the back of the chimney, which the competitor does not have. So I take this clean off and I run my chimney brush right through it. Takes 2 minutes to do it, and it cleans that top of that stove out spotless. The fan system on this, the other one, when it would fire up and that fan would fly, get this wood burning, the smoke coming out of that stack was like a steam engine going through my yard. This one here, you can barely tell that it's fired up. It's a simple system to hook up. Yeah, it's just a pain-free stove to use. So when I bought this stove, first of all, I wasn't real excited about this door they have on the front. But after using it for most of the winter now, I really like this door. It's an insulated door. So it insulates the door that goes to the stove, which I think is a really good idea. When the door is closed, I mean, the fit and finish on the stove, you would never know it was a wood boiler. It's got a really nice look to it. I just really like that second door on the front, and it's really good insulator value for that. That wind's not hitting that door that loads the stove. I find that this stove is very well insulated compared to the other one. Again, the insulation's not hard to tell that this is a better insulated stove because of the run times. This one, when it fires up, I got it set at 165 where it was factory set. It shuts off at 175, and it gets to that temperature very quick. As the other stove would run for probably a half an hour to 40 minutes to try and build up that 10 degrees, and that's where all the wood consumption was going, I feel. But this one here, and I mean, looking at the stack when this thing's burning, there's barely any smoke coming out of it, so you know you're not getting a lot of heat loss out of this chimney. And the weight difference. I mean, that other stove, you can tell there's steel in this stove because the other stove was no issues for my skid steer to lift it. This one here, my skid steer was on its tippy toes to lift it. So this stove's about 1,000 pounds more than the Heatmaster, but it's because there's metal in this stove, not just sheet metal.